Coach. Thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Shift, shift, shift.
25, check 25, check 25. 49, check 49.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Say. Neil, he's checking. Crash. Oh!
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They run. This is Scarborough.
Check 50.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Watch Mike. Hey, watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch it. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Now watch run.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And Eifert has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Absolutely
a nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Jam him.
Now a first carry for Donald Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch QB drop. Kill.
Kill.
Rotate. Spell. Go.
Mike 55. Ready.
Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's our ball.
So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Kill.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got, there he goes, Amari Cooper. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run, 67 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's our time.
Hey, quarter.
From the 16, Rosen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, falling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester. That's for sure, because to be that close to come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
You got tight right there.
Check 4. Let it go.
This is Scarborough.
Run. Get there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
180. 57 to Mike. Woo-hoo!
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Yeah, baby!
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
57's the Mike. 57's
On third down, Rosen. It's complete to Grant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
180.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Today, 180.
Mike 57. Who that? Who that?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Hey, quarter.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Here's Rosen to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Blue there.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
All day.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Ready. 2. Drop deep. Check 13. 13. Watch the safety.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
52's to Mike.
Yeah. You don't want none.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Run!
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
All day.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Amari Cooper,
good job, O.
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the
That's the way to make it
Dolphins
spin.
are able to extend that advantage.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time.
It's coming
I think you
again.
did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
Here we go. Here we go.
Give him 18 on
Here we
that
go.
one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Bills.
Here we go. Here we
Line
go.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're running it.
Jackson from the shotgun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described,
Here we go,
got there
D, get
before
off
the
the
ball
field.
got to the receiver.
SOS,
Penalty
SOS,
flag had to come out.
They run with Pumphrey.
Check safety. Check safety.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver
52's
look.
the
3
mark,
men to the
boys,
right
52.
side on 2nd and
Quarterback, don't get
6.
nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Rosen, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. It's Kelsey on the grab. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
It's a gain of
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Last stop.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Come on.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. It's a foot race. The 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A big run by Kareem Hunt, and even 60 yards for him on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Get ready! Get ready!
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Check.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go! Check. Mike 50.
Again, it's Rosen. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Miami. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he spins away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hunt. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
80. Where's Mike? Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Your tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they? One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's first and 10 here. On the run, it's Humphrey.
Tighten up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Bandit. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
Mike's by 4. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Win championships, baby. Pick the edge, pick the edge.
They try again with Scarborough. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
51 yards on the punt there.
Go,
and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. The game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Got this.
7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
You don't want no problem
That
from me.
backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Rosen, and this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Big time. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down, Bills.
Down. 52. Pittsburgh. 52.
Hey, let's get this. Get this.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boom! Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
Right here.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson on third and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Back him up, back him up.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now it's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready,
so they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's been a long day for you.
Hit it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Kessler on the keeper.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Brings up second and
Double
11.
tight. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Ready, ready.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Five.
And they take a knee.
Kessler on the keeper. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.